Hello guys, this is an update video to my last Biden and Nikki Haley prediction. As of right now, I do think maybe I underrated Nikki Haley's appeal in certain states like Georgia and Arizona, which is why I wanted to remake that previous video. However, I do think I probably got it pretty spot on in the Rust Belt because I really think Nikki Haley wouldn't do that well. She wouldn't get those Trump voters there. But let's just fill in the safe red states. Nikki Haley would make Alaska safe red. She would win it just by 10 points. Because again, Alaska's slowly trending Democratic. It'll probably be likely in the Trump-Biden matchup at this point. But I think we filled in all the safe states. Okay. We'll start off with Colorado. It's safe blue. Again, against most Republicans, they wouldn't make Colorado competitive. Biden will carry the state by like 12 points against Nikki Haley. And Iowa and Ohio, again, I still think Nikki Haley would do good in Iowa, but I could see her underperforming in Ohio, only winning by 4 points. Because again, with populist voters, I think she'll drop the ball and she'll lose some of them just because she isn't as populist as Trump was here. And Texas, I think this is one of the states she can improve on Trump's margin. I think she'll probably win it by about 6 or 6.5%, I would say. She would definitely do better than Trump in this state. In Florida, I think she does about the same here. I don't really think she loses that many Trump voters. I still think she would do well with more moderate independents here who dislike Trump. She'll probably be able to court them over. In North Carolina, because she is from neighboring South Carolina, I think she would do quite well in North Carolina. I think she would win it by about 2 to 3 points against Joe Biden, honestly. In Georgia, I actually think she would narrowly flip the state against Joe Biden just because she would get some of those anti-Trump Republicans to vote for her. That would help negate any sort of downfall with some Trump voters here. We already saw with a lot of the Trump voters, they voted for Brian Kemp anyway, even when Trump pretty much refused to endorse him. So I think we'll see a similar scenario to that, and Nikki Haley still gets enough Republicans to vote for her to narrowly flip that state. In New Mexico, I could see it going down to a likely margin, probably an 8-point victory for Biden here. In Arizona and Nevada, with Nevada, again, I still think Biden would be able to beat her by about 1.5%. In Arizona, it will actually be closer than Nevada in this prediction because she would get some of those anti-Trump Republicans back, but Biden will still narrowly win with independents breaking his way. In Maine and New Hampshire, I could see New Hampshire going down to a lean margin in a Nikki Haley matchup. I think she'll get it down to only a 4-point Biden win, but Biden still carries the state. Maine, I say it's a likely blue state. I think she would do a bit better than Trump here, especially with more moderate voters who really dislike Trump in the state of Maine. In Maine second, I would say, would it be lean or would it be likely? I could see rural turnout going down here and her doing better in the suburbs or urban areas in Maine. So I'm going to put that as lean. I think she wins it by about 4 against Biden. In Nebraska second, I think she improves on Trump's margin here, but Biden still carries the district. And now we're just down to 5 states. In Virginia, I'm going to be putting this as a lean state. I do think those establishment voters, or the more moderate voters, might shift a bit towards Nikki Haley, and I think she would be a better fit for the state than Donald Trump would be. So Biden still carries the state by 4 points against her, though. Minnesota, Biden will easily carry this against her, probably by about 8 points. In Michigan, again, with her not being so good on populist issues, and especially not appealing well to the populist base here, I think a lot of Trump voters just wouldn't really want to vote for her because she isn't as populist as Trump is. And in Pennsylvania, I could see her underperforming here as well, but I still think it wouldn't be a likely margin. I'll put it as a Biden win of 4 points, and in Wisconsin, probably a Biden win of 3 points. So Michigan goes by probably 6, 4 in Pennsylvania, 3 in Wisconsin. So a narrow Biden victory, but it's pretty safe. I mean, even if he loses Arizona, he still wins against Nikki Haley. Just with the Rust Belt alone really carries him here. So that's my prediction. It was Joe Biden versus Nikki Haley, and I'll see you guys in the next video.